What pushes you to keep moving forward? The characters from Christopher Nolan's Interstellar would probably say love. Whether it's a familial love or a romantic one, the drive that characters have to pursue scientific advancements to save the planet is because of the love they have for other people. This movie was made at a time where climate change was starting to be talked about more, and it is commentary on what will happen to our planet in the future if we don't start looking for ways to either save it or find a new home. To figure this problem out in the film, NASA has a mission to find other habitable planets for humans that Cooper, played by Matthew McConaughey, is recruited for after stumbling upon their headquarters with his daughter Murphy. Cooper joins Dr. Brand, played by Anne Hathaway, on this journey, and their motivations to join this mission are revealed through their relationships with other characters. Dr. Mann, played by Matt Damon, as a man who is left alone on one of the possible habitable planets and shows what can happen if a person is not motivated by love. This 2014 sci-fi movie explores the power of humans' emotion and shows their influence on not only individual decision-making, but also reactions to broader societal issues. The emotions the characters feel in this film causes them to make important cultural and scientific progress. The first relationship I want to focus on is between Cooper and Murphy. They show the connection between love and survival. Cooper's love for his daughter is the driving force in why he decides to go on the mission. The article, Understanding Love in Interstellar, looks at how love causes hard choices, but sometimes a person must sacrifice something to make sure the future is better for the people they love. The article says, to love someone is to make the difficult decisions and to live with that for life. If Cooper really loved his kids, would he really leave them behind? Yes, because as he said, to be a parent is to build for your children's future. Cooper knows that as a parent, he must make sacrifices for his children. If going on this mission means the future of Earth and his children's future is saved, then he decides he really has no other option. In the film, he says,
once you're a parent, you're the ghost of your children's future.
I think what he's really saying here is that as a parent, what you do will make an impact on your child's future. They will keep you as memories and remember what you did for them. What Cooper does for his children is try to save the world they're living in, but his love ends with him sacrificing important time with his children. Murphy is affected by her dad's absence, but this is a key point in her character growth. She is driven by the love for her dad. Her love for her father, although she is mad at him for quite a bit of time, pushes her to solve the scientific equation and save humanity. Murph is a great example of what Elizabeth Durst brings up in her article, Interstellar and the Beauty in Science, and how she showcases the potential of human accomplishment when we strive to discover and understand. Through her love and connection with her dad, Murph makes a significant discovery that pushes science and saves the people on Earth. Durst also says, even the film's climax centers in the intersection between the emotional and the scientific. Though perhaps rather sensational for some, Cooper finds himself able to communicate with Murph from a higher dimension using gravity and a space-time linkage attributed to their connection to one another. Their connection is what allows them to communicate, even when they are literal years apart.
That's why I'm here. I'm gonna find a way to tell Murph, just like I found this moment.
How, Cooper?
Love, Tars, love. It's just like Brand said. My connection with Murph, it is quantifiable. It's the key.
Murph and Cooper's love transcends time and space and provides them with a motivation to keep pursuing these scientific issues, and is the reason they are able to save society from the impending struggles from the climate issue on Earth. Cooper and Murph's scientific innovations are not the only ones driven by love. Dr. Brand's love for another astronaut, Edmund, is what pushes her to go on this mission and choose the planet she does. Her character shows how love can give her hope, but also affect her professional judgment. Some issues do arise with her character and how women are stereotyped in science. While Brand is going after her love like Cooper, she is seen as weak and unreasonable for letting love cloud her judgment. The Understanding Love in Interstellar article speaks to this. With Cooper the one ultimately making the final choice, it is hypocritical that he opts to go with facts rather than emotions, which has been his driving force. Now, this is not to say that love doesn't help her make progress in science. Brand understands how important love can be to keep people going and strive to make the world better.
Maybe it means something more, something we can't yet understand. Maybe it's some evidence, some artifact of a higher dimension that we can't consciously perceive. I'm drawn across the universe to someone I haven't seen in a decade, who I know is probably dead. Love is the one thing we're capable of perceiving that transcends dimensions of time and space. Maybe we should trust that, even if we can't understand it yet.
Bran knows that she has a duty to find this habitable planet for the rest of humanity, but she is also inspired by love. She sees it as something that, although we may not understand it, it's something people put their trust in because of the fact it is so much bigger than the rest of the universe. It drives her to reconnect with Edmund, but it also pushes her to, based on the end of the movie, find the planet they may be able to give the people of Earth a new home. After their discussion of love and the influence of what planet they choose to go to, they decide to go to Dr. Mann. He had sent out a signal, and Cooper does not listen to Bran's reasoning to choose Edmund's planet because he thinks she is too influenced by love. This planet is where we meet Dr. Mann, someone who has emotionless ambition. He acts in self-preservation and shows that without love and feeling, having ambition for something can become destructive and selfish. He attacks Cooper because he wants to leave his planet.
But I knew that if I just pressed that button, then somebody would come and save me.
You fucking coward.
Mann says that if he just pushed the button to let them know he was down there, someone would come. The button should be pressed if their planet is suitable for humans, so the other astronauts on the mission can check it out. Mann knows his isn't, but he wanted to leave. The shot also takes an interesting angle with Cooper standing behind Dr. Mann, who is curled on the ground. I think it offers an interesting power dynamic between the two, showing that Cooper is stronger because he has this love to drive him. He is not selfishly risking time and materials to survive. Dr. Mann has been stuck on this planet for so long that he will do whatever it takes to get off. He has lived a life without love and becomes cold and villainous because of it. He stops trying to figure out how to help humanity and becomes solely focused on saving himself. He has a clear distinction between Cooper and Bran. Understanding love in Interstellar explains why. Dr. Mann is okay with the people of Earth suffocating to their death, while Cooper and Bran, with the people they care about constantly on their mind, decide to fight against the odds and figure out a way to help the people on Earth. The influence emotions have on a person and their effects are shown to be different when one is driven by love and the other is not. The love Cooper and Bran have is what makes them want to help humanity, and it is something that Dr. Mann lacks. Interstellar, a science-y film that looks at space exploration, time, and the future, also shows how important love is to exploring and science. Characters in this movie want to survive, not for no reason, but because of the love they have for others. Love is something that is fundamental to making advancements in society as a whole. Something as important as climate change cannot be solved if the people behind it are not driven by their love for something. Whether they have children like Cooper that they want to make sure have a better future, or they have someone they are in love with and want to make progress for them like Bran, they still have this driving force behind them. This film speaks to a larger message of how people need to approach impending issues. Jonathan Cain's The Cultural Significance of Interstellar, a decade later, ends with a very meaningful note about the movie. Its legacy continues to inspire discussions about environmental stewardship and the future of exploration, reminding us that the journey beyond our planet is as much about inner exploration as it is about the cosmos. I think what Interstellar is really speaking to is that these bigger issues like space exploration and climate change that are important to us as people will not be able to be solved unless we also explore ourselves. There is a deeper connection between our emotions and scientific discovery and progress that is a key factor to our culture. We understand that love is a feeling that can change the world, and without it, we would not be where we are today.